Did you watch Christopher Nolan's The Odyssey? He's an incredible director. And one of my favorite parts of the story has always been the sirens. But the more I think about them, the less I see them as monsters. I see them as a reflection of human nature. In the story, the sirens don't chase sailors. They don't attack them. They simply sing. And somehow, people become willing to destroy themselves just to hear more. That idea is terrifying. Because we usually think we're destroyed by things we fear. But sometimes, we're destroyed by things we desperately want. That's what makes temptation so powerful. When something looks dangerous, we naturally protect ourselves. But when something feels beautiful, comforting, exciting, or meaningful, we lower our guard. And that's exactly what happens with Odysseus. He knows the sirens are dangerous. He knows their song can lead sailors to their deaths. But he still wants to hear it. And that's what makes him so human. Because knowing something is bad for us doesn't always make us stop wanting it. We do this every day. We know staying up all night scrolling won't make us feel better. But we keep scrolling. We know certain people hurt us. But we still check our phones hoping they've messaged. We know some habits are damaging. But a little voice inside us says, just this once? Our minds can understand the consequences, while another part of us is still chasing the reward. And Odysseus understands something important about himself. So, before he reaches the sirens, while he's still thinking clearly, he tells his crew to tie him to the ship's mast, and he gives them a strict command. If I beg you to release me, don't. Think about how intelligent that is. He doesn't trust the version of himself who will be tempted. He prepares for his weakness before the weakness arrives. Because when we're calm, we make promises. But when desire takes over, our mind starts negotiating. Maybe it's not that bad. Maybe I can control it. Maybe this time will be different. That's how we fool ourselves. We don't always change our beliefs because they're true. Sometimes we change them because they're more comfortable. And the sirens represent that perfectly. Their real power isn't their song. It's the fact that they make Odysseus want to ignore what he already knows. And that's incredibly relevant today. Think about social media, notifications, endless videos, the constant need for attention. So many things are designed around one simple psychological principle. Give the brain a small reward, then make it wait for the next one. Sometimes the anticipation becomes more addictive than the reward itself. And that's why uncertainty can be so powerful. You don't know when the message will come. You don't know whether someone will respond. You don't know what you'll discover when you scroll again. So you keep checking, again and again and again. The sirens understood something about human beings thousands of years ago. We don't always need to be forced. Sometimes, we simply need to be given something we can't stop wanting. And maybe that's the darkest lesson in the story. The most dangerous temptation isn't always something that looks evil. Sometimes it's something that feels perfect. It tells you exactly what you want to hear. It makes you feel understood. It makes you feel special. It makes you believe you can stop whenever you want. Until eventually, you're not asking whether you should continue. You're asking how to justify continuing. That's when the sirens have already won. And that's why I don't think the story is really about avoiding temptation completely. Because temptation is part of being human. The lesson is knowing yourself, knowing what makes you vulnerable, knowing what kind of attention you crave, knowing what kind of loneliness can make you accept the wrong person, knowing what desire can make you ignore your own judgment. Odysseus survives because he understands something most people don't want to admit. Sometimes, you are not your own best judge when you desperately want something. So he creates a boundary before he needs one. They exist wherever something beautiful can make us forget what we already know. And maybe that's why their story still feels so disturbing. After thousands of years, because the sirens aren't really warning us about monsters. They're warning us about ourselves, about the part of the human mind that can see the danger,